You ever start trying to change your life? And for a few days, you feel proud of yourself. Then you look around and nothing seems different. You went to the gym. You wrote in the journal. You saved a little money. You tried to focus. And somehow, a week later, the mirror looks the same. The scale looks the same. The inbox looks the same. And your energy feels the same. That is where a lot of people quietly quit. Not because the habit was useless. Not because they were lazy. They quit because the proof arrived later than their patience. So here is what this video will give you. You will understand why early progress feels invisible, how to tell if you are moving in the right direction, and the one mental shift that helps you stay steady when nothing seems to be happening yet. And stay with me until the end, because there is one overlooked rule that can save a streak after a bad day. The thesis is simple. Most people do not quit because change failed. They quit because feedback is delayed, and they mistake the delay for defeat. Habit 1. Stop asking for instant proof. This is where people get trapped. They do the right thing for 3 days, maybe 7, and then they check for a visible result like it should already be there. You eat a little better and expect the scale to reward you immediately. You move more and want the mirror to confirm it. You save $20 and expect to feel secure. You sit down for one focused work session and expect your mind to become calm forever. It does not work like that. Small actions usually work in the background long before they can be seen. So the first shift is this. Stop judging the day by the destination. Judge it by the direction. That one change removes a lot of pain because now you are not asking, did I arrive yet? You are asking, am I pointed somewhere better than yesterday? That question is quieter and much more useful. Habit 2. Measure trajectory, not mood. Most people track how they feel and call that progress. If they feel motivated, they think it is working. If they feel tired, they think it is failing. But mood is a terrible scoreboard. One day you wake up sharp, another day you feel flat, distracted, behind, or irritated. That does not mean the habit changed. It means your nervous system changed. So give yourself process markers instead. Did I show up? Did I take the walk? Did I open the document? Did I cook the meal? Did I put money aside? Did I start on time? Use a notebook, a checklist, or a simple calendar with check marks. Nothing fancy. The point is to make the invisible visible. Because when you can see the repetition, you stop depending on emotion to tell you whether the week mattered. And that matters more than people think. The mind trusts what it can count. Habit 3. Make the habit small enough to survive doubt. This is where a lot of people accidentally destroy their own consistency. They start with a version of the habit that only works on good days. Then the first hard day arrives and the whole thing collapses. So shrink it. If you are trying to work out, do the tiny version. 1 push-up, 1 stretch, 5 minutes of movement. If you are trying to write, write 1 sentence. If you are trying to read, read 1 page. If you are trying to save money, move a small amount aside. The tiny version is not the final goal. It is the survival version. And survival matters because it keeps the identity alive. It tells your brain, we are still the kind of person who does this. That sentence sounds small. It is not. A tiny continuation is better than a dramatic restart that never lasts. Habit 4. Protect the first hour from noise. A lot of quitting starts before the day even begins. You wake up, you reach for the phone, you check messages, news, social media, and suddenly your mind belongs to everybody else before it belongs to you. Then the day feels scattered, and the habit you meant to protect never gets its turn. So create one clean pocket of time, the first hour, or even the first 20 minutes, where your main habit gets to happen before the world gets a vote. No perfect routine needed, just less input, more direction. Why does this work? Because early attention shapes the rest of the day. If you start by reacting, you spend the day recovering. If you start by choosing, you spend the day building. The calmer you're beginning, the less likely you are to interpret ordinary stress as failure. Habit 5. Respect the boring middle. Here is the deeper truth most people do not hear enough. Slow progress does not mean broken progress. It often means you are in the boring middle, which is exactly where consistency gets forged. This is the part nobody posts about. The nights where nothing feels exciting, the workouts that feel ordinary, the savings that look too small, the focused work that nobody praises, the quiet walks, the repeated meals, the same checklist, the same choice again. It can feel pointless because the emotional reward is delayed, but boredom is often the place where the habit stops being a mood and starts becoming a pattern. And that is the real change. Not the first burst of motivation, not the first clean week, the part where you keep going without applause. Habit 6. Give the brain a visible finish. If the reward is too far away, the mind gets restless. It starts asking, why am I even doing this? So after you complete the habit, mark it. Cross off the task. Close the laptop. Put the money in the labeled envelope or jar. Put the shoes away after the walk. Make the completion visible. This is not fake celebration, it is closure. The brain repeats what feels finished. If every effort disappears into the fog, it is harder to trust the process. But if you can see the action end, the mind learns. We did what we said we would do. That small feeling of completion builds momentum in a way motivation never will. Habit 7. Do not miss twice. This is the overlooked rule. It matters more than people realize. You will miss a day. Maybe you sleep in. Maybe you skip the workout. Maybe you overspend. Maybe you waste an evening scrolling in bed. That is human. The danger is not the first miss. The danger is the story you tell yourself after it. One miss becomes, I already failed. Then two misses become a pattern. And before long, the habit is no longer something you are doing. It is something you used to do. So if you slip, return quickly. The next morning, put on the shoes, open the notebook. Start again with the smallest possible version. That quick return protects your identity. Because your life is not built by perfection, it is built by repetition after interruption. And here is the final perspective shift. One day the results will finally show up. But long before that, your direction is already shaping the person you are becoming. So if you are in the middle right now, and it feels too quiet, too slow, too ordinary, do not mistake that silence for failure. Keep the habit small, keep the check mark, keep the return, and ask yourself this honestly. Are you really quitting because it is not working, or because it is working slower than you wanted? If this gave you clarity, stay with Modern Clarity. And if you want one sentence to keep tonight, let it be this. One missed day is not the end, but two missed days can start a new identity.